Hello everyone, just a couple of things about finances. And the first one is because near the beginning of each year, we're a little bit late this year, but near the beginning of each year, I usually say something in church just asking us if we can review our finances, our giving to the work at BH. Same again this year, except we're doing it in February and not in January. And the first and the headline thing is to say a huge thank you. So whether you're giving to BH itself, and that supports, for instance, paying the diocese so that Ben and I can be paid, for instance, and keeps the heating on within the church building and so on, or whether you give money to the Christian Workers Trust so that we can pay our non-ordained staff, or if you give money to the James Hannington Memorial Trust, JHMT, that's the money that we can give away in support of our mission partners and through special appeals and so on. For all of those, we're very, very grateful. There's a great generosity within the BH Church family, and thank you very, very much for all the giving that's been going on. Most of it's through standing orders, of course. Some of it, when we meet together, comes through the boxes, and there are various other ways as well, which we're going to hear more about this coming Sunday. But I want to just say, because the situation at BH is it's not kind of critical or anything like that at the moment, but obviously for the last year we haven't really been able to use the Youth and Community Centre very much, neither this centre at the church, and it looks as if in 21 as well there are going to be struggles on those fronts as well. So it means our income from those two sources, for instance, is well down for last year, and will be down from those sources this year as well. So as always, I just say to folks, near the beginning of the year, it's a good principle in terms of Christian living to have a look at our giving and decide what we want to do. And so for you, circumstances may have changed. Maybe you've retired, maybe you've come into a windfall, maybe with this pandemic you've been cut down and your income has reduced because you've been on furlough or something like that. So we just say it's just a sensible thing to review your giving regularly, and whether it's to BH, whether it's to the Christian Workers Trust, whether it's to JHMT, would you, and if you're married, do so with your spouse. Just review your giving. It'd be lovely, of course, if it could go up. Maybe for you it would be wiser if it stayed the same, or wiser if you reduced it. That's fine. We just want to be sensible. I'm just asking you to have a look at your giving to BH, Christian Workers Trust and JHMT for 2021. We'd love you to do that. We'd love you to do it carefully and prayerfully, and to make good decisions on that side of things. So that's the first thing to say. Do please have a look at your giving, the usual thing that comes from me each year. And thank you so much for all those who give so generously to those ways and in specific areas and appeals as well. And now the second thing to say is we have an opportunity for a specific thing to give to. Now, we've had ideas and thinking we'd really love to support the NHS and so on. And then someone said, well, actually, just over our back garden here, for instance, over our back fence, is Millview Hospital. It's in our parish. It's near the church building. Folks from Millview pop into BH from time to time. And we'd love to be able to support the work of the NHS at Millview. We had the idea of providing a nice hamper for the staff on each ward. Now, and that's what we want to do. But we can't make it a great big hamper because there are strict regulations as to how big a present they can receive. But we'd love to do that, just to say we are thinking of you, we are praying for you, we do care for you, to give one for each ward and the admin and the cleaning staff and so on. So if you'd like to contribute to that, then that would be lovely. I think we're only going to collect money for the next couple of weeks or so. And it's best if it goes through back straight to the BH account. You may like to give a cheque, but it's a bit more tricky to pay that in at the moment, obviously. But if you'd like to do that, and then in terms of the reference on it, if you just put community in the reference line, that would be tremendous. And in terms of our goal, a church for the community for this year, then supporting Millview in this way is one actually really good way of doing that. But also there are other various things that we're planning and working on for engaging better with our community this year. And so if the money that's given goes beyond beyond what we can give to Millview, then we'd want to put that into a pot that can be used for other projects for our community. Okay, so just those two things. Do please have a look at your giving and which direction for BH, CWT, JHMT, and whether it should go up, down or sideways. And if you'd like to give to this community appeal just to help Millview and bless the guys who work there, then that would be a lovely thing to do, wouldn't it? See you soon.